Hi, my wonderful family, Germ Chris. I hope y'all are liking my videos and subscribing and notification for more of my videos to come. Please, if you love my videos, you like, and then if you want me to talk about anything on my journey, because it has been a big journey for me, 7 years now. My son is going 7. I'm so proud. But there are also struggles that I know that can help young women out there like me who are in it or about to or something so that they can learn. So this episode is going to be about me coming home to my parents. I'll go back to school a little bit because I remember when I called my parents and told them that I was coming home finally. The excitement I got was something that I will never forget, especially from my younger sister. Like my younger sister was all over. She kept on calling me when I was on the bus coming home. Like she was always buzzing me. Where you sis? Hope you're good. Hope you've eaten. How is my baby doing and everything. That made me know that I had family and no one had abandoned me. Because the worst thing you could get when you're in a hard time like that is the feeling of abandonment or the feeling of neglect that no one cares about you. And that can make you go into major depression that you're already in. Because coming from school, I was depressed from the conversations I've had with my baby daddy and how I was coming back home. So, like, I needed to make sure that I was going home with clear head, and the people receiving me were receiving me also with clear mind and clear head. So, throughout my journey in the bus down to Lagos, I started helping myself out with some books, some spiritual books on how to overcome depression. I stayed, and one of the spiritual books I read was the Bible. It could look off to some people, but to me, it really helped me because it made me know that fear is the worst thing you could experience in your life. I overcame fear by always getting close to my Bible. I read the book of Proverbs. Psalms is the best part for me in the Bible. Any other chapter, I love the other books of the Bible, but reading the Psalms, because I'm someone that I'm a lover of music, and it made me fall in love with Psalms. And my favorite Psalm then was Psalm 121. I looked to the mountain. Where will my help come from? My help will come from the Lord who made heaven and earth. I'm not trying to preach to no one, but I'm just trying to tell you that sometimes when you push all your problems to God, He ends up settling them for you. When I finished reading the Psalm, I would not lie to you, I slept like a baby. I didn't even know when we arrived, beggar. Like, I didn't know when we arrived my destination. And it was the lady that sat by me because she was nice during the bus. I guess she kind of sensed that things was going on and I was pregnant because I kept on eating. So she was the one that tapped me and told me that we've arrived. Aren't you going to get down? And I was so happy. And I remember coming down and asking her, like, have I been that out for long? And she was like, yes, like you've slept. Like you slept and everything was going on in the bus, all the shouting and the noise making, and you didn't even flinch. Like nothing woke you up. That was God. I will tell you, that was God. Because he knew that if he had not spoken to me, if I had not listened also, I don't know. Maybe I might have run mad or something because thinking is the worst thing you can do to yourself. I was so depressed. I was thinking out my entire life. I stayed having banging headaches. Everything was wrong with me. So I just remembered, okay, I need the Bible. And I actually borrowed the Bible from someone in the bus. So it was the guy that gave me his Bible and I read it. And when I got down, another thing that made my fear to disappear was seeing my mom. My mom was the one that came to pick me. And she was all smiles. She didn't even act like, oh, okay, I'm picking a pregnant girl. No, she acted like, this is my daughter coming back from school. Yeah, people might look because they'll be like, okay, school just resumed like a few months ago, and they're entering the middle of the semester, and why is she back home? My mom didn't even care what no one was gonna say. She kissed me. She just pecking me. I was like, how you doing? Hope you've eaten. I remember her driving me home. She was gisting all on the way. I remember I kept on like throwing apologies. I'm sorry. And she was like not even wanting it. She was like, you're sorry for what? It has happened that she's so glad I'm home. And the next person that made me happy was my younger sister. She was waiting for me because she just came back from school. And she hugged me and kissed my tummy. And she was so like, I needed that love. Trust me. That love cured everything else I was feeling inside me. The next person that might have drained me or weighed me down was my dad. I thought like, oh my God, like seeing this man. So he went to work and he was not back. And I remember when he came back home, the first person he asked of was me. I was so shocked. Like I remember him saying, where is my daughter? And I was like, my sister was like, me. And he was like, no, the big one. That because sometimes that's what he just calls me. And I remember I was so scared to even go out, and he came in and I stood up and I was so scared. I was crying and he just hugged me. I was like, I'm so glad you're home and I'm happy. Now your family is going to be in charge of you and this baby, our baby. And before my baby even came out that day, everybody started throwing names at the baby. Like, I was like, okay, fine. Thank you very much. Y'all should calm down. But when you want to overcome depression, face God. And then if you have your family, love. Love is the biggest thing. Like, it's magical. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Because the love I had from all of them wiped out that fear. That I think that was the reason why I didn't even tell them that what my baby father said. Because I didn't tell them. I was so overwhelmed. They had prepared a meal for me. Everything was there. And from then on, it was beautiful. My friends that were around when they saw me, everyone around me was pampering me like I was a child. I was a newborn. No one wanted me to like hit the ground or do something. And everyone was always protecting me. And my family made sure that I drew closer to God. I remember my mom throwing prayer books at me and telling me to always read the Bible, and it really helped. So if you have your family around you, trust me, if you were crying like a few minutes, a few hours, or a video ago, you're going to see that you're going to be all smiles like me. I was so happy. The depression was kind of easing up, even though it wasn't totally gone, because even at night, after that day when I was sleeping, I remember turning to my sister and I was like, I don't know where to start from now. And if she had answered me in a negative way, I would have felt bad. But she told me, I'm here for you. And she held my hand and was like, we are all here for you. So don't worry. We're going to do this together. And I was just praying no one would even ask me about my baby daddy. I'm not saying that he wasn't of help later. Later in these videos, as videos to come, you're going to know when he later came back into the picture. But I'm just trying to tell you, don't put your hopes up on a guy, because that's the worst thing that can happen to you. And I know so many women face it. But that's like the beginning of happiness, and also sometimes sadness for me with my parents, because I'll tell you that I put them through hell, because my pregnancy was not an easy one. But I'm gonna stop there today. This is just trying to tell you that I had all the love in the world that I needed. So from the next one, this is where my story begins, because it's straight how my pregnancy started for me. because the first 3 months when I was in school was kind of easy. I didn't really go through much. But this one, it was not good. I love you all. And on to my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell buttons because I have so many more videos to come. I love you all. God bless and stay strong as a mother. Bye.